Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about the new augments which are very likely going to be implemented in the game on December 6th. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to go over is the announcement over here. As we can see, on December 6th, Augment Capsule lineup in the exchange enhancement materials at the item lab. And basically the TLDR over here is all of these capsules over here. You see there's an entire list of all of these level 3 capsules as well as the fusion capsules over here. They are all being removed from the exchange enhancement materials. And the reason for this is because due to the lineup adjustments, some augment capsules will no longer be available at the item lab. See below for the affected augment capsules, and basically all of the level 3 capsules are being removed. However, the reason why I'm so confident that we're getting new capsules this month is simply because of the King Captain. They are introducing a new mob over here, and I'm fairly confident that King Captain is probably gonna finally drop Mastery 5. So as you can see over here, when we go to the item lab and then we go to exchange enhancement materials, augment capsules, you'll see that there's quite a lot of bloat. Like, you know, there's a bunch of stamina 3s, spirit 3s, like nobody really uses any of these. And then down here, there's just a ton of random bloat that nobody really uses. However, since they're removing all the level 3 capsules, I hope that they just replace them with level 4 capsules, as well as a couple of level 5 capsules. You know, I've been waiting for Mastery 5 for a very long time. And to be honest with you guys, Mastery 4 is extremely outdated with the stats right now, adding 2.5% potency, 2.5% floor potency, as well as damage resistance. Nobody really uses Mastery 4 anymore, simply because if we look at all of the other capsules that we have at our disposal now, you know, it's all 3% potency or above. And if you go to a more endgame, you know, you've got 3.75%, 3.5%, you've got 2.5% with Grand Dread Keeper. However, it gives you HP and photon power, as well as a whopping 5% floor potency. And then you've got Hal Finale at 4% potency. And then of course, you've got your XD capsules at 4% potency as well. So because the current meta right now is basically anything with 3% potency or above is good, so Mastery 4 is kind of outranked because it only gives 2.5% everything. So what I'm secretly hoping for is, of course, Mastery 5 is just going to be 4% everything. That would be absolutely awesome. However, I wouldn't be too surprised if they settled with like 3% or 3.5% either, but 4% would probably be the best case scenario. But nevertheless, I do think December is the month that we're finally going to be getting Mastery 5, and then maybe in February or March is when we actually see the regular stat 5s be introduced into the game, so that, you know, there's just gear scaling, because that's how this game works. Because if we look at the Might capsules over here, you know, we go to Might 3, that gives us 2% potency, Might 4 gives us 3% potency. So I wouldn't be surprised if Might 5 gave us 3.5% potency, and then, you know, Mastery 5 still giving us 4% potency. Because remember, Mastery 4 was introduced when we were still using level 3 capsules. We had like a good 2 to 3 months of just Mastery 4 before the regular rank 4 capsules were introduced to us. So as we can see here, Mastery 4 actually gives us 2.5% everything, and then Might 3, which was best in slot at that time, gave us 2% potency, so Mastery 4 gave us 0.5% more potency. However, when Might 4 was introduced, you can see over here it gives 3% potency. It's slightly better than Mastery 4, so I might be wrong here. Might 5 might actually give you 4% melee potency, and then Mastery 5 might only give you 3.5%. It really depends on what direction Sega wants to go, but nevertheless, I just want to see level 5 capsules being introduced to the game for the more mainstream players, because if we look at all the current endgame capsules, they are fairly expensive to acquire since they are quite a pain in the butt to actually craft. As we can see over here, Gigas Maste requires Gigas Stat 4s, you need 10 of each one, and then you're going to need this capsule over here, which you can only get from Dual Quest. We look at High Ale Domina, it's the exact same thing. You actually need to get Ale Sovereigns as well as all of the different nodes in the Alia region, which is very annoying. We look at Gladiosol over here, again, you need to do a different dual quest, as well as pick up the Radisol 4s, as well as Starro Souls. We look at High Ret Domina, again, you need Ret Sovereign, as well as the different nodes from the combat zones. And then we look at Grand Dread Keeper, and again, you're gonna need to do the dual quest. So it is a pain in the butt if you want to aim for anything higher than 3.5% or even 3% potency for the regular player. So I am hoping that the level 5 capsules are gonna solve that, so people are going to be able to aim for higher potencies and be able to gain access to the higher level content or more difficult content a little bit more easily. But of course, Sega always does things incrementally, so the first thing that we're going to see being introduced is going to be the Mastery 5 capsule before they introduce the level 5 capsules of any other genre. And of course, it's going to be some difficult capsule to farm. You're probably going to need to find those king captains, and they are probably the only ones that drop it at like a 0.1% drop chance or something crazy low like that. And then after several months, then they will introduce the regular rank 5 capsules, which are going to be a lot more accessible through like the seasonal shop, as well as just regular PSE bursting and stuff like that. That is usually the trend that Sega goes. So I am fairly confident that in the month of December, we are going to be seeing Mastery 5.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!